Councillors here at City Hall currently in a break. It has been a long day inside council chambers, and some are calling it even a landmark day. They passed a new bylaw aimed at cracking down on bad landlords. Now, the bill is going to help give tenants a little bit more teeth when it comes to things like pest control, cleanliness, and other building issues.
On favor, carried.
There's pests, rats in the hallways, really disgusting, shameful conditions that are not safe, not healthy, and certainly that they're embarrassed by. And we need to step up and take action, and that's what we're doing today.
Among the reinforced rules, building owners and operators will now be forced to respond to urgent tenant requests within 24 hours and non-urgent requests within 7 days. Landlord and building operators who don't comply will be slapped with fines of up to $100,000.
There's approximately 3,500 buildings in the city that would fall under this program. It is quite a scope, but we have close to 30 officers dedicated to this program. So we believe in 3 to 4 months we can get to all the buildings required to do a pre-evaluation, which is a high-level review of the buildings.
To help pay for those enforcement officers, landlords will be charged an extra $10.60 per unit. There's 250,000 apartment units in the city, so that's a fair chunk of change. Councillor Giorgio Mammoliti was the only one to vote against the bylaw. He believes it's going to deter the development of new apartment units.
Licensing landlords isn't going to get rid of your cockroaches. Licensing landlords isn't going to get rid of your bed bugs. Licensing landlords is not going to get rid of your issues, your financial issues. Licensing landlords isn't going to get rid of the mold that you might see in the building. Licensing landlords only make the municipality richer, and the tenants are still going to be ignored.
The City of Toronto is the biggest landlord in the city. City staff say community housing will be held to the rules in the new bylaw. They just won't have to pay the $10 fee per unit. However, with a capital repair backlog in the billions, Mammoliti says it's laughable to think the city will fine itself, let alone hold itself accountable.
We are the biggest hypocrites as well because we have we're the third largest landlord in North America, and we're not pleased with the standards that we bring to our own tenants, but yet we don't want to license ourselves.
We'll enforce that standard on our own buildings, but for the rest of the buildings that are owned by the private sector, I think this is a very responsible scheme to make sure that landlords, most of them are good, but that the ones that are inclined not to be good are reminded of their responsibilities.
Municipal License and Standards admits to CityNews they've never fined the TCHC anything close to the new maximum fine of $100,000. They'd kind of be fining themselves. Another important thing to note, the new bylaw only pertains to landlords and operators of these large apartment buildings. If you're renting out your own condo, you're exempt. It also goes for if you are renting out your house. And we're going to have some more from City Council ahead on City News.